Hello friend, the Gulf War started by America and Israel is now at the gates of India. On the morning of 4th March in the Indian Ocean, about 14 nautical miles away from the city of Gale, Sri Lanka, an Iranian warship was sailing just 2 weeks ago. This ship met with the Indian Navy to participate in the Milan 2026 exercise and was on its way back. Friend, the contingent from Iran, the Indian Navy had welcomed them with the hashtags Bridges of Friendship, but this morning the US was watching it returning to Iran. When a US Navy submarine attacked this warship with an Mk-48 torpedo, and in a few seconds the warship sank. 87 Iranian soldiers were killed, 32 were rescued by the Sri Lanka Navy. And what did India do? Nothing. This is not just about the sinking of a ship, it is the story of how India's foreign policy is getting worse each day, how India is being humiliated repeatedly, and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has bowed down to US and Israel. First, we need to understand the context of how this war is progressing. Along with Iran's capital, Tehran, all major cities have been attacked. The American forces have bombed more than 2,000 targets in Iran, and almost every part of Iran has been affected by the bombings. On the other hand, Iran is not giving up either. It has sent missiles to 27 US military bases across 9 countries in the Middle East. Although most of the attacks were intercepted, there was smoke at the head, refusing to let the US use their military bases. And now look at India. Over the past decade, India has built the narrative that the Indian Ocean is under India's sphere of influence. Prime Minister Modi has been calling the Indian Navy the guardian of the Indian Ocean. India has declined itself to be the net security provider in the Indian Ocean region. In the Indian Ocean region, India has emerged as the first responder. How will India present itself as a security partner in the Indian Ocean for smaller countries like Sri Lanka, where ships returning from joint exercise with India are attacked without India's permission? Some people are using the excuse that Indian Ocean is not entirely India's responsibility. The people are so engrossed in defending a politician image that they have stopped caring about India. China used to say such things, that Indian Ocean cannot be the backyard of India. If this is true, why do we want to be the net security provider? Why present ourselves to be the guardian of the Indian Ocean? I didn't come up with this. Narendra Modi said so. The Indian Navy is stationed as the guardian of the Indian Ocean. Does this hold any weight anymore? Friend, this is not just about this one incident. This is much deeper than that. Not only is geopolitics being reshaped, but the sheer speed at which the world is changing. No one could have expected it. Alliances are shifting, economies are becoming unpredictable, and those who can't adapt to it are being left behind. Now let's get to the deeper politics of the story. Look at the timing. Modi was in Israel from 25th to 26th February. He had dinner with Netanyahu, gave a speech at the Knesset Israeli parliament, upgraded India-Israel relationship into a special strategic partnership. Moreover, he called Israel the fatherland. And merely 48 hours later, Israel and America launched their joint attacks on Iran. The Israeli defense official told that the attacks had been planned weeks ago, and Israel's envoy said that the operational opportunity came up only after PM Modi left. Pay attention to this. Operation opportunity came up only after PM Modi left. This begs the question, what happened in the meeting? Because ever since Narendra Modi has been siding with Israel, so much that it's completely unbelievable. When Iran launched strikes against Gulf countries, Modi tweeted and strongly condemned the attacks. But when America and Israel attacked Iran, killing 100 times more people, including school children and their leader, the Modi administration had nothing to say. After this, Netanyahu thanked Modi publicly for his support for standing with Israel. Throughout history, every Prime Minister of independent India had maintained strategic autonomy, starting from Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi to Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Dr. Manmohan Singh. In 1979, when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, PM Indira Gandhi went on record to say that she cannot appreciate it. At the headquarters of the Fifth Fleet of the US in Bahrain, it is the center of US naval operations in the Middle East. 3 US fighter jets crashed in Kuwait. A friendly fire was reported to be the cause, and 2 drones collided with the US embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. At least 6 American soldiers were killed in the Iranian attacks in Tel Aviv. Israel, the Iranian strikes have damaged more than 40 buildings. On the other hand, in Iran, the US-Israel strikes have killed more than 1,000 people, and the Iranian attacks on the Gulf states have killed 9 people. The US and Israel hoped that after the death of the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran will accept defeat soon. But that did not happen. On the contrary, this war is spreading to new areas. Lebanon's Hezbollah has now joined this war. Apart from this, the thing that they fear the most is happening. Iran has shut down the world's most important oil route, the Strait of Hormuz, and has threatened that if any ship passes through the strait, it will be set on fire. 20% of the world's total oil consumption. Remember that this is a nightmare for India. Under Trump's administration, the US has fallen to such laws that they have stopped caring about international law. Without any provocation, they are bombarding any country they want anywhere in the world. Every country should hold America accountable for its actions, and many courageous leaders are doing so. Look at the Spanish Prime Minister. Spain has been an American ally, a NATO nation. Even so, Spanish Prime Minister is speaking out against America's. She took a principled stand against intervention publicly, even though the Soviet Union was India's ally. Similarly, in 2003, when America invaded Iraq, Atal Bihari Vajpayee refused to give in to America's demand to send in 20,000 soldiers and unanimously condemned the Iraq war. India's stance has always been balanced and moral. India has always spoken up for justice, but now Narendra Modi has dumped this morality into the dustbin. Modi's silence on Iran lost India's voice in the Middle East, and Prime Minister Modi practically surrendered to Israel. That international laws and national sovereignty must be respected. Attacks from both sides could have been condemned. Thank you.